Hello and welcome to the Chanda Academy. In today's video, we are going to compute this trigonometric expression using, as always, the trigonometric circle as a tool. So let's draw one trigonometric circle. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. This will be okay with a 0 here. Here we read the cosinus of x. Here the sinus of x. Of course, we are counting positively this way. Let's remind some interesting values we know. We know that in pi over 6, we've got the cosinus equal to square root of 3 over 2 and the sinus equal to 1/2. In pi over 4, we've got the cosinus and the sinus both equal to square root of 2 over 2. And lastly, in pi over 3, we've got the cosinus equal to 1/2 and the sinus equal to square root of 3 over 2. Now we will use this trigonometric circle as a tool to find some values in 5 pi over 6, 7 pi over 4, and pi over 3. Let's remind that tan of x is equal to the sinus of x over the cosinus of x, and that the cotan of x is equal to the cosinus of x over the sinus of x. So for each of these values, we will have to know both the cosinus and the sinus. Let's start with 5 pi over 6. We've got pi over 6 here, we've got 6 pi over 6 here, and 5 pi over 6 here. And we can see that in 5 pi over 6, we've got the exact same value as in pi over 6 for the sinus, which is 1/2. So sinus of 5 pi over 6 is also equal to 1/2. The cosinus of 5 pi over 6 is equal this time to minus square root of 3 over 2, because we are in the negative side of the cosinus, is equal to minus the value in pi over 6, which is square root of 3 over 2. And so we've got the tangent of 5 pi over 6 that is equal to 1/2 divided by minus square root of 3 over 2, which is equal to 1/2 times minus 2 over square root of 3. We can simplify those two together and we are left with minus 1 over square root of 3. Now the second angle is 7 pi over 4. We've got 1 pi over 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally 7 pi over 4. 7 pi over 4 here. And in 7 pi over 4, in 7 pi over 4, we will have the same cosinus as in pi over 4. So here is 7 pi over 4, and the opposite sinus of pi over 4. So we will have the sinus of 7 pi over 4, which will be equal, because we are in the negative part of the sinus, minus, and what is this distance here is the same distance as the sinus of pi over 4, which is equal to square root of 2 over 2. Now the cosinus of 7 pi over 4 is equal, this is the same value as the one of pi over 4. And the one of pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2, which implies that we are looking for the cotangent. We are looking for the cotangent of this value. And the cotangent of 7 pi over 4 will be equal to the cosinus over the sinus. So square root of 2 over 2 times the inverse of that, minus 2 over square root of 2. And this thing, if we simplify here and here, we are left with the minus 1. It's equal to minus 1. And lastly, we are looking for the tangent of pi over 3. We are looking for the tangent of pi over 3. And we know this value. This value is equal to the sinus of pi over 3, square root of 3 over 2, divided by the cosinus of pi over 3, 1/2, which is the same thing. Dividing by 1/2 is as multiplying by 2 over 1. And we are left with square root of 3. In conclusion, a, which is equal to the tangent of 5 pi over 6 plus the cotangent of 7 pi over 4 plus the tangent of pi over 3 is equal to minus 1 over square root of 3 minus 1 plus square root of 3. And we want to have a beautiful result, so we are going to put everything out of square root of 3. And so we will have minus 1 minus square root of 3, and this thing plus 3 over square root of 3. Simplifying those two, we've got minus 2 minus square root of 3 over square root of 3. And we conclude with a beautiful result. A is equal to minus 2 minus square root of 3 over square root of 3. And we are done with this exercise. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Bye.